Good morning, Colfax, and welcome to CTV. I'm Mrs. Schopfer, and I'm joined by Miss J. Today, we will be checking in with students and teachers to see how they're adjusting to online learning.
Okay, Mrs. Schopfer, I just can't jump into this and not acknowledge that we're hosting the show like it's normal.
Fair enough. We love CTV and look forward to the show every week. So when Mr. Wolf said, the show must go on and we need staff anchors, well, Miss J and I might have raised our hands really high.
For real, so I think I pulled something in my armpit. But that's not what's important now. What's important is that your CTV team is determined to keep the show alive and tell your stories.
And we, the staff, are willing to do our part. So likely we won't be the last staff anchors you see in the quest to keep Colfax informed, connected, and entertained.
On the show today, along with looking into online learning, CTV explores what some Colfax students are experiencing living with parents who are essential workers.
And Megan Towne takes online learning on the road. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, team. What do you guys think about this? Oh, I like it. Looks good. Pass it on, you guys.
Oh, wow. Here, take it.
Coming from the next lane.
Guys, I'm in an interview.
Whoa, watch it. Why is it red?
Thanks, Kaitlin. Zander.
Thanks, guys. Damn, that's pretty cool. Here, check it out.
Online learning is front and center in all of our lives right now. Reporters Diego Perez and Mary Orourke checked in with students and staff to get a feel for how it's going.
Teachers have been preparing for a new way of learning and teaching due to the pandemic and have continued to adjust while students work from home. The school organized a drive-through book pickup where teachers and staff welcomed students wearing masks to hand out textbooks and fix Chromebooks. CTV spoke with students to get their perspective of online learning just 1 week into the term.
I'm surprised that everyone still shows up because I thought a lot of people just would not show up to school because there's a lot of kids that just aren't happy going in general. But I'm just surprised everyone's still engaged and involved in the community, and I just think that's a great thing.
With all the hard work teachers put in for preparing for this school year, a lot of positives came from it. But like this whole year, it had some challenges. We spoke with Yaza Choger about the challenges she faced with distance learning.
Something I've found to be challenging about online learning is it's a lot of sitting in one place, and then afterwards you have to do more work.
The constant sitting down wasn't the only challenge online learning gave us. Chase Pfeiffer filled us in on one of the biggest problems that most of us face.
One of the challenges I faced was trying to, because I have 3 people at home using the internet, so it's kind of slow in the meets and stuff.
After dust settled and both teachers and students were settling into the distance model, CTV caught up with Colfax's senior board member, Sarah Downey, to get her perspective. Downey was on campus shooting a safety video for Phase 2 reopening.
One thing that's working for me in the classroom is when teachers post extra videos of what we're learning so that I can go back, after the lesson and replay the videos and really, learn the content as well as I can.
Teachers are adapting to this pandemic as much as we are. They have been preparing endlessly to make this as easy and normal as possible. We talked to Miss Hammer about what she is doing to adapt to this new way of teaching.
I'm using video to support students synchronously every day, so live, but also if I find that a lesson is going to take longer or want them to be able to pause, I might record a video for them to watch at home. And then we come in the next day and start actually working through problems together.
Teachers are working collaboratively with their fellow teachers, their tech coordinator, their systems administrator, and curriculum and instruction coordinators to find the best practices to get the kids interacting. Most teachers have taken advantage of breakout rooms.
If your camera's not working, if it's too slow, that's okay, Kayla.
Miss Hammer.
What's up?
I had a quick question on my last one.
Yeah.
Why did you have, when you...
Colfax students and teachers alike are working together to adapt to this new way of life. Schools across the country are trying to figure out the easiest and most efficient way to deliver education, and Colfax has found its groove by having its teachers work on campus, working collaboratively and working with students to overcome challenges. With the concerted effort of Placer County residents wearing masks and socially distancing, Placer County is off the watch list, and Colfax high school leaders, this means a return to in-person learning. Reporting from a distance for CTV, I'm Diego Perez.
One thing is certain, adaptability is a critical skill, and I'm so proud of how our students are adjusting to so many changes all at once and still working so hard in all their classes.
With the district's announcement that in-person learning will resume on September 14th, our students will once again have their adaptability tested. Students will be broken into 2 Alpha List cohorts and attend class every other day in person while their classmates join from home.
Wednesdays will remain the same for all students, with everybody checking in from home.
Needless to say, we are all learning a ton of new things as we navigate education in a pandemic. But one student had to learn a little bit more in order to take her online learning on the road.
When you hear the words distance learning, what do you think? For students currently attending schools in the distance learning model, they probably consider it schooling physically away from school. But just how far can that distance really be? For me, that question was put to the test when I, along with my family, packed up our trailer, hopped in the car, and began a 3,200-mile, 2-week-long road trip. We traveled through Nevada, Utah, Wyoming, Nebraska, and South Dakota over the course of our journey. My sister and I would attend distanced online school in the mornings and then drive in the afternoons to the next destination. Together, we truly put the ability of distance schooling to the test and succeeded. The final destination in our journey was Page, Nebraska, the 161-person, small farm town that my grandfather grew up in. Along the way, we saw the Black Hills, Mount Rushmore, the Badlands, lots of corn, and many other sights the northwestern states had to offer. While cross-country travel in the middle of the school year may sound glamorous, it's not all it seems to be. We experienced difficulties, including time changes, missing internet connections, and finding time to drive in between school. Despite all that, school continued full speed ahead. Even 4 states away, I had to continue all the school activities and classes I'm a part of. This was made possible by using computer meetings and email, not unlike how I would have from home. There's both plus and minuses to a distance learning platform. While it does open up opportunities to explore new places, there were a few difficulties. Overall, our test proved that distance learning can be taken on the road with great results, but that sometimes it might just be easier to stay in one place.
Okay, I know for a fact that she made that look easier than it seemed. She is the news director for this very show and had to be in production meetings every day in order for us to bring you today's episode.
I don't recommend it, but that was pretty impressive. It's September, Kaitlin, and do you know what that means?
Yeah, September 8th is International Literacy Day.
No, it's Club Rush. Leadership is reaching out to all club advisors and leaders to put together introduction videos. So if you are a club leader, connect with your advisor and get going. All videos must be in by September 10th, and leadership will make them available to all students on Friday, September 11th during intervention. The following week during Club Rush, there will be a schedule of Google Meets during intervention to get club signups and meet other members. A full schedule will be released next Friday along with the videos.
I love Club Rush. And I guess this is as good a time as any to announce the formation of the brand new Colfax Model United Nations Club. Hey, Schopfer, are you interested in world politics?
Yes.
Do you like to debate?
Oh, we know it.
Do you enjoy traveling to places like, I don't know, New York City and Hawaii?
I could probably deal with that. did we just become co-advisors?
I think we did. Check out our video and all the others on the 11th, and we can't wait to meet you at Club Rush.
At school, we focus on, well, school. It's easy to forget all the other things going on in the lives of our students and fellow teachers. CTV reporters Bethany Gadway and Chelan Ackerman took it upon themselves to better understand what life is like for students who live with essential workers.
Working during a global pandemic can be dangerous, but some jobs must not stop. The safety and health of Californians depends on essential workers. Although this may be stressful at work, it can impact family life at home. Chelan Ackerman and I caught up with some Colfax families to see what it's like having parents as essential workers.
High school junior at Colfax, Kelsey Clark, has two parents working through the crisis. Her mom, Kim, is a radiologist at Auburn Faith, and her stepdad, Kirk, is a surface engineer for Sutter. She and her whole family have had to make some adjustments.
My life has changed a bit since they've become essential workers. I have to take care of my sister a lot more, sometimes go grocery shopping when they can't be home that much. I just don't get to see him as often, and I've become a lot more independent since they both aren't at home as much and can't really take care of me and my siblings as much.
Similarly, Harrison McDonald, a sophomore at Colfax High, and his family have had to pick up the extra slack. Because of COVID, there are over 55 million essential workers whose families, much like Harrison's, have had to go up to 2 weeks without seeing their parents. He shares how being isolated from his mother has made him appreciate her role in their family much more.
It's just a lot more to do because I realized how much she does for us, and now me and my brother have to take care of it now, and it's just a lot of work.
We also got a chance to speak with Harrison's mom, Maribel McDonald.
Being a registered nurse at a hospital, we see lots of COVID patients. So it has affected my family in many ways. I have a high schooler, I have elementary school age kids, and when I take care of COVID patients, I quarantine myself. So if I don't know if they're positive or negative, I pretty much seclude myself into a room in the house, and I am by myself for 7 days.
Being the child of an essential worker also possesses unique strains beyond absence. Kelsey Clark also fears for her parents and their close working relationship with COVID-19.
Sometimes I do worry about my parents being exposed since they both work in the hospital, and especially my mom, she's around people all day and has to work extremely close with them, and they do take precautions, but sometimes mistakes happen and they can become exposed.
Because of COVID-19, there have been over 3,000 deaths nationwide among essential workers alone. We do what we can to protect ourselves from the virus, and at hospitals and doctors' offices, it starts with clothing. Nurses and doctors start and end their day by gearing up to protect themselves and others inside the workplace. Outside of her office, Maribel explains how she does the same in her community.
I feel like I'm contributing to my local community by showing and expressing and being an example. I wear my mask. I try to teach and educate everybody I come across. I know they feel there's lots of rumors, there's lots of different ideologies out there that say this is fake, doesn't exist, this is real. It definitely is real. I've seen people get sick by it. So to me, I try to teach that and express it, and I show it by washing my hands, distancing myself, by wearing my mask, by teaching my children what they should be doing and what they shouldn't be doing.
It takes a lot to be an essential worker, and Harrison sees those characteristics in his mom.
I would say my mom has contributed to our community by being selfless and putting herself and us at risk every day she goes to work, just so she can help people recover from COVID and go back to their daily lives.
On behalf of Colfax High School, we would like to thank all of our essential workers. Keep working hard and know that we support you. I'm Bethany Gadway with camera op and reporter Chelan Ackerman, signing off.
Thank you for that story, Chelan and Bethany. We all need to remember everybody has a story, and that our collective support of one another is what makes Colfax such a special place. Keep being good and kind to one another, and we look forward to seeing you soon, Colfax.
Until then, I'm Mrs. Schopfer for Miss J. Have a great day.